sun is sinking behind the terrace roof, kicking off these boots by the kitchen door. The plastic chair is cracked, but it holds my frame. I've been waiting for this since 4:30, since 4:30. The glass is freezing against my callous palm, a little bit of heavy lifting for the soul. And the conversation's dripping down the side, washing off the dust of the week gone by. Everything is alright for a little while, sitting underneath an orange sky. Underneath the sky, the neighbor's laundry's flapping on the line. Someone's engine's coughing down the street. I don't need the world to notice me today. While the lager bottle cools down the heat, cools down the heat. There's a bit of grit still stuck beneath my nails, but the first sip makes the heavy feeling small. And the conversation's dripping down the side, washing off the dust of the week gone by. Everything is alright for a little while, sitting underneath an orange sky. Underneath the sky. Tomorrow's coming with its heavy hands, and the rent is due and the sink is blocked. But right now I'm the master of the yard, with the garden gate and the back door locked. Leave it all behind. And the conversation's dripping down the side, washing off the dust of the week gone by. Everything is alright for a little while, sitting underneath an orange sky. Underneath the sky. Just a simple man on a plastic throne, watching the light fade off the brick and stone. Yeah, let it fade, let it all go. Sun sits heavy on the ridgeline, dust dancing over the truck bed. Kick the gravel with a work boot, drag the heavy plastic box out. Drag it out. Ice is melting in the corners, labels peeling in the gray slush. Dive deep where the water bites, pull a cold one for your brother. We don't need a roof above us, just the stars and our people, just the stars and our people. Just the stars. Let the world burn down tomorrow, tonight we're holding on to this. Your hands are stained with engine grease, mine are rough from stacking cedar. We don't talk about the money or the way the joints are aching. No, we don't. Just the sound of glass on glass and the crickets in the tall grass, passing round the silver cans, wiping wet palms on our pants. Dive deep where the water bites, pull a cold one for your brother. We don't need a roof above us, just the stars and our people, just the stars and our people. Just the stars. Let the world burn down tomorrow, tonight we're holding on to this. One for the road we didn't take, one for the house we're building yet, one for the ghosts we left behind. Left behind. One for the sun that finally set. Dive deep where the water bites, pull a cold one for your brother. We don't need a roof above us, just the stars and our people, just the stars and our people. Just the stars. Let
here knows every heavy palm, deep grains holding the weight of the week. We leave our titles at the heavy front door. No need for the armor of a suit and tie, just the honest breath of people in neutral, watching the ceiling fan spin its slow circle, spinning around. Arthur sits in the corner by the dartboard. His hands are maps of the factory floor. He doesn't need to speak to be understood. We share the silence like a warm blanket, rejecting the rush of the world outside, finding wealth in a glass and a nod, rich in the spirit. This is where the spirit rests easy. No flash, no noise, just steady souls. We are kings and queens of the quiet, finding peace in the common ground. Peace in the ground, resting easy. The light is soft and leans toward amber. It catches the salt in the bartender's hair. She knows who needs a word and who needs space. Healing isn't always a loud revelation. Sometimes it's just staying in the pocket, letting the rhythm of the room take the lead. Take the lead. This is where the spirit rests easy. No flash, no noise, just steady souls. We are kings and queens of the quiet, finding peace in the common ground. Peace in the ground, resting easy. Why do we chase what we cannot hold, out there in the scramble for the gold, when the reflection in the glass is enough? A sovereign man, a woman of grace, defined by the kindness we show in the dark, defined by the work of the heart. Just steady souls, just steady souls, holding the space for one another, holding the space. The roots go deep under the floorboards. No hurry to leave the sanctuary. No hurry at all. Stay a while.
The foreman had a whole lot to say about a bolt I broke on my last shift. I just nodded and kept my head down. I just nodded and kept my head down, watching that clock crawl toward 5. Watching that clock crawl toward 5. I'm cracking the seal on a cold one, watching the heat lift off the gravel. My back is sore, but my mind is right, now that the work is finally through. The truck is ticking in the driveway. Sarah is leaning on the screen door. I'm sitting low in this porch chair. I'm sitting low in this porch chair, tossing the cap in a bucket of sand. In a bucket of sand. I'm cracking the seal on a cold one, watching the heat lift off the gravel. My back is sore, but my mind is right, now that the work is finally through.
Forget the blueprints and the angry balls. Forget the noise of the diesel line. It's just me in this aluminum can. Me in this can.
I'm cracking the seal on a cold one, watching the heat lift off the gravel. My back is sore, but my mind is right, now that the work is finally through. Yeah, the day is finally through. Just letting the evening roll on, finally through. Velvet wall lay poor, the ventilation is failing again. The glass is a vertical structure, dripping onto my leather shoes. It tastes of copper and fermented grain, a chemical bridge to the weekend. The weekend, I don't look at the crowd. The condensation is a second skin, cold liquid in a dark room. Cold liquid. It is Friday and I am a statue. Friday. The bitterness is a comfort. The label is a wet fragment of paper. My thumb is tracing the logo. I see someone I used to remember, a face from the Henderson account. Is anyone watching the glass? Liquid is moving down, a slow tide in a narrow bottle. Narrow bottle. The noise is just a texture now. The condensation is a second skin, cold liquid in a dark room. Cold liquid. It is Friday and I am a statue. Is a comfort. The liquid occupies the space between my lungs and the door. I am counting the ice cubes, they are geometric shapes of silence. My sleeve is damp from the ice bucket. Damp from the ice. The bitterness, cold in the throat, the bitterness. The glass is a column, cold in the throat. The glass is a column, the bitterness. A vertical structure, cold in the throat. I am standing still, standing still. The world is spinning, cold in the throat. The glass in the throat, the world is spinning. The glass is a column, cold.
The heavy air of the world stays at the door. I drop my keys and leave the noise behind. The wooden floor feels like a steady hand tonight, reaching for the crystal, sitting on the highest shelf. No rush to be anywhere but right where I stand. The amber light reflects against the kitchen wall. Right where I stand, the light on the wall. That first taste travels like a fire through my chest. It melts the winter right out of my weary bones. I am home before my feet even touch the rug. The warmth is a crown that I finally get to wear. You look at me from your place on the velvet sofa, wearing that old sweater with the threadbare sleeves. We don't need a song to quiet space, just the sound of ice dancing against the glass. No rush to be anywhere but right where I stand. The amber light reflects against the kitchen wall. Right where I stand, the light on the wall. Let the world spin its wheels in the heavy mud. I have found my kingdom in the simple glass. Found my kingdom. Pour it slow, let the healing take hold of me. Take hold of me. That first taste travels like a fire through my chest. It melts the winter right out of my weary bones. I am home before my feet even touch the rug. The warmth is a crown that I finally get to wear, sinking deep into the cushion's core.
The sun is hitting the wooden fence at a sharp angle. I am trying to slice these limes with a butter knife. You brought those glass bottles with the swing tops, the ones that cost way too much, shares from your basement. The blue fabric is starting to fray at the edges. I like how the ice sounds when it hits the pitcher. Everything is pink and tastes like sugar. We are finally standing in the grass. Everything is pink and tastes like sugar. Never ends, never ends. Your new white sneakers are covered in grass stains now. Someone knocked over the jar of mint leaves. The liquid is soaking into the hem of your linen pants. I forgot to buy napkins, so we are using paper towels, the cheap kind that fall apart when they get wet. The air smells like citrus and heavy humidity. Everything is pink and tastes like sugar. We are finally standing in the grass. Everything is pink and tastes like sugar. I really hope this afternoon never ends. I feel like I am acting in a commercial for a lifestyle I did not think I could afford. But the condensation is cold against my wrist, and you look real enough to touch right now without needing a reason or an invitation. Right here. Everything is pink and tastes like sugar. We are finally standing in the grass. Everything is pink and tastes like sugar. I really hope this afternoon never ends. Dropping behind the neighbor's garage. We're out of ice, but nobody seems to mind. Just pass me that bottle with the swing top, the one you bought for us, for us.
I walk past the corner today, the heavy oak door is gone, replaced by a sheet of glass, replaced by a sheet of glass, and a sign for expensive clothes. It used to smell like wet coats, it used to smell like people. We stayed until the lights came up, holding those cold glasses like they were the only things keeping us on the ground, keeping us skipped right where you used to stand. The bartender didn't like us, but he let us stay anyway. We paid him in small bills, and the years just slid away under a layer of floor wax. They threw the tables in a truck. We stayed until the lights came up, holding those cold glasses like they were the only things keeping us on the ground. Now there is nowhere left to go where they know how I take it. It's not just the building, it's the version of me that lived there, the one who didn't care about the time or the way the air at the time or the way the air felt then. Everything is so clean now, it makes me feel like a stain. I want the old dust back, 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 I want the old dust back.
The travertine is far too hot for bare feet. We navigate the perimeter in single file, past the dormant courts of the annex. The heat wave holds a heavy human mandate while we seek the mercy of, then observe the way the sunlight hits the tiles. Precisely cut and laid in 1890, a rectilinear baptism awaits us now. Wait for the plunge, for the cooling, floating in the rictilitic blue. Total suspension of our modern debts, weightless adrift at sea to pedal. We are buoyant, we are briefly new. Breathe the blue. Total silence beneath the surface, a diplomatic break from all the noise. The chlorine scent is sharper than the gin. It clings to navy trunks and linen towels. We discuss the merits of a shorter summer while tracing patterns in the churning wake. Is it apathy or just a sudden lightness? The water acts a private embassy, granting us immunity from the asphalt. The humidity, it is merely a footnote here, just a footnote in the margin, floating in the rictilitic blue. Total suspension of our modern debts, weightless adrift at sea to pedal. We are buoyant, we are briefly new. Breathe the blue. Total silence beneath the surface, a diplomatic break from all the noise. Floating in the rictilitic blue. Total suspension of our modern debts, weightless adrift at sea to pedal. We are buoyant, we are briefly new. Breathe the blue. Total silence beneath the surface, a diplomatic break from all the noise. The sun descends behind the library. We dry our skin and find our spectacles. The day concludes with mathematical grace. Mathematical grace.
1, 2, 1, 2. We in control. Check the clock. Time to go. 4 seats filled. Heavy weight left behind. Listen to the wind, it doesn't ask for a seat. It just takes what it wants. We are the wind today. No more rules, no more chains. Just four wheels and a mission. Are you with me? I said, are you with me? Are you with you? Then let the rhythm lead the takeover. Rolling, windows down, feeling this is our time. Right now, freedom is the beat. Move it, yeah. Control the road, windows down, keep it moving. Yeah.
Sand in the seams of the rent-a-car. Your skin smells like coconut and chemical. Yeah. We don't talk much when the sun is out. Just watch the tide pull the plastic back. Ice melting in a green plastic cup, watering down the cheap tequila we buy. You're wearing those dark lenses again. I can't see where your focus went. Where did you go? Salt on my tongue, oil on my chest. Everything is too bright to be real. We're just two bodies in the heat, waiting for the tide to take the rest. The waves sound like white noise machines, muffling the things we should have said. I'm tracing patterns in the hot dust, waiting for the sting to settle in. Let it sink. The horizon is a flat gray line, separating nothing from the blue. You look like you're somewhere else entirely. I'm staying here just to watch you leave. Watching you. Salt on my tongue, oil on my chest. Everything is too bright to be real. We're just two bodies in the heat, waiting for the tide to take the rest. Sunburn feels like the only truth left, peeling back the layers of this day. The water is cold, but I don't jump. I just watch the salt dry on my hands. Chemical scents in heavy air. The light is leaving, but it stays warm. Just a day at the beach, nothing changed at all. Stomp, stomp, clap. Clap. Stomp, stomp, clap. Stomp, stomp, clap. I'm wearing the shirt with the missing middle button, the one you said made look like a total disaster. It's 95 degrees and the asphalt is getting. We are standing in line for the double scoop waffle cones. Can't look out, my hand's shaking. Without my hands shaking, my knees doing that annoying thing they always do. The guy behind the counter is moving way too slow. I wanna scream at the spinning ceiling fan. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. The salt is sticking to the back of my neck. Everything is getting heavy and thick and sweet. Heavy and sweet. Can you hear the noise building up inside the hollow parts of my chest plate? Building up. Churn until it turns to ice. I am melting on the sidewalk. You are the only cold thing left. The only thing left. Keep the engine turning fast. Keep the engine turning smudge on your chin. Mint chocolate chip is a truly terrible choice, but I love how you eat it with a plastic spoon, like you're trying to win a race against the sun. I'm terrified this moment is already over before the sugar even hits the back of my tongue. We're walking back to the rusted out sedan. The leather seats are gonna burn our legs. It's gonna burn, it's gonna burn, it's gonna burn. If we stay out here too long, we just turn into a gray puddle, a sticky mess for the ants to find. I don't wanna be a mess, I wanna stay frozen with you. Shut the freezer door, lock us in the cold. Lock us in. Churn until it turns to ice. I am melting on the sidewalk. You are the only cold thing left. The only thing left. Keep the engine turning fast. God, I really hope this lasts. Hope this lasts. The ice cream is dripping down your wrist. Dripping down. Don't let it go. Don't let it go. Just keep it turning. Stomp. I am sitting on the wood. The orange is turning to purple. Everything is very quiet now. The air feels different on my skin. I don't want to move at all. I am happy to just stay, watching the light leave the trees. Let it go down. Let it go. Let it go down. Let it go. The day is leaving us behind. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Let it go down. Let it go. Let it go down. The grass is looking dark. The birds have gone away to sleep. I can hear a car far away, but it doesn't matter to me. I am staying right here. There is nothing left to finish. The sky is doing all the work. Let it go down. Let it go. Let it go down. Let it go. The day is leaving us behind. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Let it go down. Let it go. Let it go down. Waiting for the stars, waiting for the cool. Nothing left to do, nothing left to say. The world is on a pause, the world is on a pause. Let it go down. Let it go. Let it go down. Let it go. The day is leaving us behind. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Turning over. It's turning over. Just watching it happen. Just watch as it gone now. The colors are gone now.
The grass is cool beneath my palms. The afternoon has played its part. The basket sits empty now. We shared the nectar of the peach, the salt of olives on your breath. Your gaze is steady and so calm. gaze is steady and so calm, a lovely way to spend the day. The rhythm of the city calls, a distant horn, a velvet cord. I feel the weight of deep content. The meal was grand, the mood is set. Perhaps we'll find a place to dance where strings and brass begin to swell. The sky is turning deep and indigo. The heat of day begins to fade. The stars are finding where they go. I look at you and see the night, a canvas waiting for our bride. The best is yet to show its face in this gentle, swinging grace. Swinging grace.
So liberated. Clock stopped ticking at 3. Finally, engines purring by the stone gate. White linen moving in the salt breeze. Leave the baggage on the pavement. Feel that baseline climbing high. Higher than the temperature. No more rules to follow now. Just the rhythm of the shoreline. Get ready. Last bell ringing for the summer. Slide into the velvet sea. So smooth. You look like a 10 in those shades. With the royalty of the coast tonight. Drop the top, let the wind speak. Ice clicking in the crystal glass. Vintage chrome catching the red sky. Your silk scarf flying in the draft. Your silk scarf flying in the draft. Ooh. We're heading where the water's turquoise. No turning back. Left, right, move with the ocean. Keep it rolling. Catch the pocket, lose the stress. Everything is exactly right. The world belongs to us now. Last bell ringing for the summer. Slide into the velvet sea. So smooth. You look like a 10 in those shades. With the royalty of the coast tonight. Drop the top, let the wind speak. It's all in the air.
stay cool. Top floor of the villa, sun hitting the marble. I don't need a reason. Watch the water ripples. Watch 'em. Ice cubes in the glass, staying out of the shade, staying in my bag. Get that money. Temperature is climbing. I'm the only one rising. Give me something frozen. Keep the ego quiet. Cherry resting on my tongue. Cold sugar dripping down. Drip, drip. I like it when it's messy. I like it when it's sweet. So sweet. Cherry resting on my tongue. Cold sugar on the beat. Cold sugar on the beat. Yeah. You talking too much. Ruining the silence. My time is worth a lot. Stop trying to buy it. Taste the lime. Catch the syrup before it escapes. Don't let it go. Cherry resting on my tongue. Cold sugar dripping down. Drip, drip. I like it when it's messy. I like it when it's sweet. So sweet. Cherry resting on my tongue. Cold sugar on the beat. Cold sugar on the beat. Yeah. Brain freeze. I don't feel the pressure. Ice cold. I'm the only treasure. Only one. Let it slide. Let it run. Let it run. I'm the queen of the summer. I'm the daughter of the sun. Cherry resting on my tongue. Cold sugar dripping down. I like it when it's messy. I like it when it's sweet. Cold sugar on the beat. Cherry red. Cold. Stay sweet. Yeah.
The lake left its white signature on me, tracing the architecture of my shoulders, climbing the cedar stairs with heavy lungs. The water remains a cold, deep memory. The porch boards are breathing in the heat, expand against the rusted iron nails. I feel the apparition pulling at my pores, slow tightening of the outer surface. This warm symptom moves the curtains, lifting the heavy air. The atmosphere decides to breathe again, moving through the open hallway. The weight of the afternoon is lifting now. Lichen creeps along the garden fence. We are eroding under this heavy sky, tightening skin beneath the yellow light, waiting for the season to turn away. The ivy is tangling with the screen door, a botanical invasion of the living room. Everything is ripened toward the fall, falling apart in the most beautiful way. This warm symptom moves the curtains, lifting the heavy air. The atmosphere decides to breathe again, moving through the open hallway. The weight of the afternoon is lifting now. The wind is a traveler with no name, touching on my skin, the breeze a temporary mercy. Everything is leaning toward the dark, the turn of the world.
The sun is a heavy weight upon my neck. The air is thick with a silent fire. I am standing on the edge of the world. The concrete burns against my tired feet. The afternoon is a cruel demand. I see the water rippling in the light, a liquid heaven waiting in the sand, a liquid heaven waiting in the sand. I am moving to the limit now, the rhythm to the limit now. The rhythm calls me from the deep. Take the plunge down, break the heat. I am flying through the blue. You're silver in my lungs. I am rising up again, rising up. The horns are screaming in the heavy air. My heart is locking with a funky bass. I leave the dusty world far behind to find a cooler kind of grace. Forget the way the fire felt. Forget the way the fire felt. Forget the way the fire felt. The spray is hitting every note. Take the plunge down, break the heat. I am flying through the blue. You're silver in my lungs. I am rising up again, rising up. The water is so much cooler now. The water, everything is washing away. Take the plunge down, break the heat. I am flying through the blue. You're silver in my lungs. I am rising up again, rising up. I am surviving the flame in the blue. Everything is liquid now in the blue. Watch me die. Ice against the glass. Ice against the glass. Ice against the glass. Ice against the glass. Ooh, it's feeling right. Sunlight on the way, on the way. Sunlight on the way, yeah. Sunlight on the way, on the way. architecture of this rented kitchen. The linoleum is peeling back like a stubborn habit. The window frame is swollen from the July humidity, until the pressure drops and the latch finally gives. Until the pressure drops and the latch finally gives. It is not a holy event, just the way things move. A current of air seeking a space to inhabit, pushing past the stack of unread Sunday newspapers. This is the simple reciprocity of an open door. The oxygen is negotiating with my internal monologue. I am losing the argument for being productive and finding the merit in staying perfectly still. Staying perfectly still. I remember the winter when we kept the seals tight. Heavy plastic on the glass to preserve the silence. You were talking about the rising cost of living, while I was measuring the distance between our chairs. Now the peppermint in tea is lukewarm, but the air is restorative. Carries the scent of damp asphalt and cut grass, a sensory detail that requires no further analysis. I used to think that stillness was a sign of failure, an absence of momentum in a world built for speed. But my pulse is sinking with the nylon string, sinking with the strings. And the architecture of this afternoon is sound. It is structurally whole without any renovation. This is the simple reciprocity of an open door. The oxygen is negotiating with my internal monologue. I am losing the argument for being productive and finding the merit in staying perfectly still. Staying perfectly still. The curtain hem is dancing against the baseboard. The dust motes are suspended in a temporary truce. I am here, and that is enough of a reason. The latch is open, the air is moving. White tiles, blue sky, heat stays at the door. Big glass, cold touch, silver spoon turned slow. Beads of water run down, paper napkins, soak it up. Clink, clink, the ice sings. Clink, clink, clear and cold, the rhythm of the glass panes. Ting-a-ling, the ice sing. Sweet summer in a sip. Cool cubes play the beat. Green leaves shake outside. People rush the street. I sit in the corner, watch the lime spin round. Transparent, light and easy. Time is just a vapor. Clink, clink, the ice sings. Clink, clink, clear and cold, the rhythm of the glass panes. Ting-a-ling, the ice it cold. The thermal weight of June is pressing down across my scapula in the faded upholstery of this thrift store recliner I dragged to the porch. I'm ignoring the structural integrity of the railing, focusing instead on the way the light hits the paper, the specific grain of a mass-market paperback from the 1970s with a cracked spine. I'm halfway through a chapter on institutional memory while the neighbor's sprinkler performs a rhythmic irrigation. It's a domestic symphony of low-stakes productivity, and my skin is turning a shade of pink that I'll definitely regret by 4:30 this afternoon. But there is a specific clarity in the stillness, a synthesis of vitamin D in complex vocabulary where the he didn't have to ask for, and the narrative arc is the only thing moving. I am anchored by the gravity of this printed page in a temporary truce with my own restlessness. I think about the infrastructure of a perfect morning, how it requires the absence of any urgent notifications, just the tactile friction of turning a page and the smell of old glue and odizing wood pulp. The protagonist is making a series of questionable choices in a climate significantly colder than my current zip code. I appreciate the irony in a fictional blizzard while sweat pools in the crook of my elbow. So hot, so cold. The mail carrier is making their rounds in the distance, a blue-shirted herald of utility bills and junk mail. But I am sequestered in this rectangle of warmth, evaluating the syntax of a dead author's longing. Maybe the sun is the only honest mediator we have left. Stripping away the performative layers of the wordplay, it doesn't care about my professional trajectory or the fact that I haven't cleared the breakfast dishes. It just wants to occupy the space between my freckles and provide the black light for the sudden epiphany that being alone isn't the same as being lonely when you have 300 pages of company. There is a specific clarity in the stillness, a synthesis of vitamin D in complex vocabulary where the he didn't have to ask for, and the narrative arc is the only thing moving. I am anchored by the gravity of this printed page in a temporary truce with my own restlessness. The ink is slightly smudged under my right thumb, smudged and blurred. The temperature is climbing toward the afternoon peak. But a temperature is climbing toward the afternoon peak, or until the shade, or until the chapter ends. Just one more paragraph of the porch steps, just one more paragraph of this brilliance, just one more minute of the quiet.
Sitting by the front window, the sun feels heavy today. I like the white space between the black letters, watching the dust move around, just turning the pages. Getting cold, sugar sitting at the bottom. People move like a movie on the other side of glass. I am reading the same line, just turning the pages. doesn't really matter. I will start the chapter again, starting it over, just turning the pages, waiting for the light to move, just turning the pages. I am not going anywhere, staying right here in the warm air, letting it wash over. The sidewalk is a river of white cotton shirts. Everyone moves like they have a destination. I am just sitting with a small wooden spoon, watching the vanilla lose its solid shape. The sun is heavy against the storefront glass, resting its weight on the shoulders of the crowd. A woman in a wide hat pauses at the corner, checking a paper map that flutters in the breeze. She looks for a path I have already forgotten while the sweetness starts to run over the rim. It is a slow surrender to the afternoon heat, a quiet collapse of something cold and structured. The world is blurred by the rise in warmth. I feel the stillness inside the moving frame, just a witness to the traffic and birds, accepting the way the light touches the wood. Everything turns back to water in the end, slowly melting down. Caught in the middle of a long summer day, nothing stays the same. The sugar sticks to the bottom of the cup, while the people pass like clouds overhead. A stray dog rests in the narrow alley shade, panning in time with the low bass rhythm. I remember how we walked the same stretch before the seasons decided to turn the page. My cup is mostly a liquid pool now, reflecting the blue height of the silent sky. There is no use rushing the inevitable. The beauty is found in the disappearing act. A young man carries a box of cut flowers. The scent follows him for a single moment, then it is gone, lost to the salt and the dust, just like the flavor on the back of my tongue. I watch the shadow of the awning grow long. The street begins to stretch and lean into evening. I am content to be the one who stay behind, waiting for the stars to cool the pavement. Everything turns back to water in the end, slowly melting down. Caught in the middle of a long summer day, nothing stays the same. The sugar sticks to the bottom of the cup, while the people pass like clouds overhead. The cup is empty now, the sun is letting go, letting go.
Bright synth chords over a funky slap bass pulse. Rhythmic hand clap start. Paper map on the seat, folded edges, lines of blue. I can feel the pulse underneath my skin. The tank is full, the air is sweet, no more waiting. Wait for it, turn the key, hear it start. Everything is ready now, everything is ready now. 'cause we can. Sunglasses on, the sky is white, leaving it all behind. Wait for it, wait for it, turn the key, hear it start. Everything is ready now, everything is ready now, ready now. Going where the road goes, flying with the windows down. Everything is brand new, brand new, brand new, brand new, brand new. Feel the pull of the coast, nothing in our way. Moving, moving, moving so fast. The beat drops out, only a minimal synth pulse remains. No plan, no clocks, just this second. I can see the blue right ahead of us. Drums crash back in. Go! Going where the road goes, flying with the windows down. Everything is brand new, brand new. Rain falls on the glass. The street turns to slate. Everything is soft and now the world is a blur. Behind the heavy door, I am staying still. Cooler in the lungs, I drift in the blue, holding the ceramic cup. The storm is awash. We are falling, falling away. Ice turns in the cup, a slow swell of sound. The ceiling is high, no one is moving. The time is a loop of water and light. Cooler in the lungs, I drift in the blue, holding the ceramic cup. The storm is awash. We are falling, falling away. Drowning in the peace, drowning in the Everything is water, the sky is a lake. Everything is water falling away. The green paint is peeling off the iron chair. Heat rises, peeling off the iron chair. Heat rises from the stones in waves. I watch a wasp circle the lavender bush. I watch a wasp circle tall glass, sweet making their peace in a tall glass, sweating in my hand, sweating my hand. My mother had these same white knuckles. She knew the weight of a heavy afternoon. She knew the weight of a heavy afternoon and let the dirt stay under her nails. How to sit still while the garden grows and let the dirt stay under her nails. The street outside is running for the clock, but here the mint is crushed against the side. Nothing is broken that can't be fixed with a little time and a silver spoon. A little time, I am stirring slow round and round, waiting for the white sand, the sour and the sweet making their peace in a tall glass, sweating in my hair, sweating my hair. The ice knocks against the rim.
Warm mahogany acoustic guitar, finger picking steady and rhythmic. The screen door slaps against the wooden frame. The screen door slaps against the wooden frame. Dust is dancing in a shaft of white light. I sit here with a heavy ceramic mug in hidden Yeti. A dark roast rising in a column of steam. A grackle lands on the power line. A grackle lands upon the power line, watching heat waves roll off the black asphalt. I don't have a nickel to call my own, but this porcelain stays warm in my palm. The world is spinning like a rusted wheel. I'm just watching where the iron meets roll. Where the iron meets the road. Hand-typed Desi Heaper. An old man folds a paper from last week. He's got engine grease deep inside his thumbs. He looks at me and nods a quiet word. He looks at me and nods a quiet word. We are both just waiting for the evening. A flatbed truck goes hauling by the glass, loaded down with cedar and yellow pine. The scent of wood meets the bitter dark brew. Summer smells like work I am not doing. The world is spinning, spinning like a rusted wheel. I'm just watching where the iron meets roll. Where the iron meets the road. The sugar shaker has a dented top. The scattered grains look like salt upon the slate. The blackness with the silver spoon. Clink of metal is the only music. Cooler air crawls the door like a tired dog. I take it the bitterness, wash away the things I should have finished. Soft harmonica melody over a final sustained G chord in a column of steam. Just a stone resting on the riverbed and